Hello, Matthew. Good evening. Welcome. How are you? Happy evening. It's Sunday. It's a sunny day. Haha, do you see what I did there? Um, and it's stream night. What a day. Um, sorry, I'm like trying to figure out how to get my stream started. Um, yeah, my Sunday is going well. I didn't sleep in too much, which was good. I spent a bit of time cataloging uh video files for Plex. Um, and then what else did I do? Geez, I went to the store with Meg and we got groceries for the week. You'll be pleased to know that I am having sandwiches for lunch all week. Sandwiches made with hot Genoa salami, and they will be good. Um, so I'll be doing those. Then I got a donair on the way home, and that was delicious. And then we came home and we tidied out the car because unfortunately, we're headed to Seattle this coming weekend, which should not. Oh no, Thursday night I probably won't be able to stream now that I'm thinking about it. Um, but so Thursday night I think we should plan to not have a stream, just so you're aware. But Sunday I should be back, and yes, I'm gonna do my best not to make an unscheduled, all expenses paid trip to El Salvador, or Sudan. Um, we're we'll do our best. We just want to go to Seattle. Um, that's all. It's a wedding. We're going to a wedding, so that is what's going on. And what else? What else did I do today? I did a little bit of painting. I didn't do a lot of painting, but I did do a little bit of painting. Uh, and then there is the Filipino experience happening. Filipino experience? No, the Philippines experience happening in a park near our apartment. So we went and we got Filipino cuisine for dinner from the food stands there. So we had barbecue pork on sticks, and we had sisig and rice, and it was delicious. It was very tasty, and I'm so full. um, my eyes may have been slightly larger than my stomach. Um, but it was super good. It was super good. Doggo did not get a taste, but she did get a smell. Mabel, however, has been in a grand mood all afternoon because when we cleaned out the car, we found a ball in the car that she didn't remember was there, and so she has been carrying her ball around the house and playing with it all afternoon. And she is intermittently like cuddling her ball and picking up her ball and dropping it and batting it around and chasing it around the house and chewing it and then cuddling with it for hours now. She's been having the time of her life with the ball. So uh, she's not hard done by, I think, is the lesson to take away from that. So yeah, that was my Sunday. Saturday, I did another 84-kilometer bike ride, 83.5-kilometer bike ride, um, wherein I cycled from here to Horseshoe Bay and back. Uh, and the difference between the bike ride that I did this time and the bike ride that I did the previous long 84K bike ride, um, is that the ride to Horseshoe Bay is very hilly. Um, it's actually I didn't go up. It's cumulative vertical. Um, so it is like no hill was bigger than about 60 meters, I think. But it was just, there's so many friggin' hills. So I was so done. I obliterated myself. That was a hard ride. And of course, being the idiot that I am, I left at 12:30 in the afternoon because I wanted to sleep in. I didn't want to get up in the morning and go. So of course, I did this 5-hour long bike ride during the hottest period of the day. Like you do. So anyhow, two 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 power gels and a Cliff Bar and 4 bottles of water with electrolyte tabs in them. And then I got home and I nearly passed out. I walked in the door, and Meg can attest to the fact that I was like in serious distress. Um, and then I sort of like hobbled into the bedroom and lay down for a while and just let the dog lick the delicious sweat off. Um, until I was able to sort of recombobulate myself um, into like a state that was able to get into the shower. And then I got into the shower, and I was feeling like very tired, but fine, after a little while. But it was boy, it was I was so done. So today I'm like a little tired. I'm not a charred human being, but yesterday I was definitely feeling the worse for wear. And then Meg went and got us takeout Indian food for dinner. So I had butter lamb with rice and naan for dinner last night, and it was some of the best food I've ever eaten in my life. Yeah. Um, so Jim Cat asked, "What is a power gel?" And it is what it says on the tin, basically. Um, I don't really know what to describe it. A little pouch of like a gel substance that, I don't know. It has roughly the texture of, it's like a Go-Gurt, basically. Um, it's a little pouch. Um, and yeah, it's just, you eat it. You eat it. You suck it back like a Go-Gurt. They're about the ones I use are from a company called Hammer Gel. They're Traitor gels because they are made in the States. Sorry, Treason gels because they are made in the States. Um, and they're 90 calories each, and so you're supposed to take one every 30 to 45 minutes during sustained exercise, which I did not do. Um, but I took them as sort of I took one at the 1/4 mark, and then I had the Cliff Bar at the halfway mark, and then I took another power gel at the 1/4 mark, um, or the 3/4 mark, uh, in an effort to sort of like perk myself up. But yeah, they're 90 calories. They're extremely digestible. They don't have like any fiber or anything in them. It's just a straight shot of it's not quite pure sugar because there are some things in it to make your uptake of it a little slower, and to prevent you from like having the spike and the crash. Like there's some things to normalize the glucose, um, but that's what it is. It's like just a direct shot of energy, um, of fuel, I should say. It's not like an energy drink. It's just, I don't know, glycine or some such thing. I can't remember what the thing is. I mean, yes, it is definitely sugar. I'm aware that it is sugar. It's just modulated in certain ways. I don't know. You can look at the ingredients if you want. Hammer gel ingredients. Hammer gel, carbohydrate energy gel. This is, I use the vanilla hammer gel. Ingredient breakdown. There you go. It's primarily maltodextrin, which is a high glycemic index complex carbohydrate ideal for providing fast-acting, long-lasting energy during exercise and for replenishing the body's glycogen stores after exercise. And then it also includes rice syrup and grape juice concentrate, citric acid, salt, amino acids, L-leucine, L-isoleucine, L-valine, and L-alanine, potassium chloride, potassium carbonate, cultured dextrose, and potassium sorbate. That's what's in it. That's the content of the energy gel. So it's got some electrolytes and some amino acids in there as well. That's what it is. That's an energy gel. They're not delicious. I'm not going to lie to you and say that they're delicious. They are not delicious. They are at best they are tolerable. Your best hope when it comes to power gels is to find a brand that you like the consistency and flavoring of, and then find a flavor you like, and then just stick with it. Yeah. So, which is why I use vanilla hammer gels, because the flavor is inoffensive, and the real problem I have is so the company Power, the makers of Power Bar, they also make power gels, and the power gels have a consistency of Betty Crocker frosting for some of their power gels, like the chocolate frosting, the chocolate flavored power gel is just like getting a mouthful of chocolate frosting. And I don't roll with that. That is not what I want in the middle of a big exercise. Not that. So the vanilla hammer gel is the one I like. It's good. Yeah. Before damages, I didn't know I was grossed out by that texture, but it was a very visceral rejection my body had to the thought. As I say, the one I use is more like a Go-Gurt. And I'm not going to lie, the concept of Go-Gurt gives me the ick something fierce, but it's a much smaller amount. Like the Go-Gurt tubes are longer. Anyhow, I am not trying to sell you on these gels. You should not buy these gels unless you are running marathons or cycling Grand Fondos. The normal person has no purpose in their life for this. They're not meant to be something you snack on. They are just a highly efficient way to replenish energy during long endurance events. That's the gist of it. Or climbing mountains, things where you're weight limited, you only have capacity to carry a little bit of stuff, and so you need to have some way to carry really calorie dense stuff with you. That's a way. They're lightweight and they give you a shot of energy. So yeah, I did that, and then I had Indian food, and it was great. If we want to talk electrolytes, I use Nuun tablets, Nuun. They're little effervescent flavored tablets. They're sort of like big Tums, and you put them in water, and they dissolve into the water, and they create for you a fizzy, electrolyte drink that isn't like there's a tiny bit of sugar in it with the flavoring, but they're 15 calories. So as opposed to like a bottle of Gatorade, which has basically the same volume of electrolytes, but is like 200 calories. The Noon tablets are they just put some like potassium and salt and critical minerals into your water. I use the Tri-Berry Noon tabs, um, and they're real good. If you don't want like the sugary, sticky, sweet Gatorade, Noon tabs are a great way to go. Maricat says, this is a weird question, but when I was growing up, they told us fizzy drinks are horrible for you if you are exercising because they block something or other. Was that another BS science deal? I have never heard that before in my life. That said, I would describe it as effervescent, not as like fizzy. It's just the tiniest bit fizzy, enough to like tingle. It's not like a soda. um, Whether it blocks anything, I doubt it. In all likelihood, what it does do is make you feel bloated, and consequently impacts your performance that way, like if you drink a Coke. But also, one of the best things you can do upon finishing a big thing is like slam a Coke. There's basically nothing wrong with slamming a Coke after a long workout. Um, Yeah, you get some calories, you get some sugary flavor. Like oftentimes by the end of a long event, your mouth doesn't taste very good. So having a Coke just to get something like sweet and tasty in your mouth is pretty good. Um, I tend to have my post race. One thing I'll do, so like on marathon day, I will typically have like an iced mocha after an event, or a chocolate milk. If they are serving chocolate milk at the finish line, let me tell you, I F with the chocolate milk. Um, Chocolate milk after a long endurance event is the nectar of the gods. Uh, Following that, going to Starbucks, getting an iced mocha, amazing. Um, and then third option is a Coke Zero. I'll hammer back a Coke Zero after a long run or ride, and it's good. Um, yeah. So anyhow, that was yesterday. That was everything that happened yesterday, for the most part. Everything important. Everything important. So then there's Friday. What happened on Friday? Safety says, "Do not stick your dick in the skim milk. No, you want it to be at least 2%. You need the fat to replenish the skin. It is great for your skin." Or should I say, it is great for skin. Uh, there we go. Anyhow, on Friday, Meg and I went and saw Superman. We went and saw Superman. Hawkeye Kadash says, quote, family friendly. Listen, there's nothing. There, I think skincare tips are family friendly. Thank you. Um, so anyway, we went and saw Superman, and so the top level review. This is my my like one sentence review, which is that if you were on the fence about seeing Superman, you should go see Superman. It is good. It is not a perfect movie, but it is very good, and you will probably enjoy it. Unless you're Sam, who hates everything, hates fun. Sam might hate it, but everybody else should still go see it. It's a good movie, genuinely a good movie. How was Nathan Fillion? Very funny. I liked him. He was a great Guy Gardner. Uh, it was just a good movie. Um, I'm trying to think of what I can say. So it is exactly what it looks like on the tin. Um, the This is sort of why I'm having trouble coming up with a good articulation of it. Um, but basically, it so it it isn't quite an homage to All Star Superman, but it's not. But it is a very like I can see how it was inspired by All Star Superman, but it is not in and of itself All Star Superman. Um, like it's not adapting All Star Superman in any meaningful way. Um, it is just I can see why it is. I can see how it was inspired by All Star Superman, and it is not unlike All Star Superman in the sense that the movie is, of course, as you can tell from the trailer, just brimming with stuff. There's so much stuff in the trailer, and some of that is clever misdirection, but the movie is absolutely bursting at the seams, uh, right to the absolute limit, full of stuff. And it is so full of stuff that in places I felt the movie was a little bit overbearing with exposition, particularly in the form of monologues from Luther, because they had to just tell the audience things because the movie didn't have enough breathing room to really turn them into plot lines. Um, so there are a few things where Luther just monologues something, and you're like, oh, okay, that's. I mean, you should have put it together before Luther monologues it at you for the most part, but there's a lot of the like the tissue of the movie or the connective tissue of the movie is just monologues from Lex Luthor and not actually being shown to you on screen as much. Um, so that is, that's a weakness of the film. But what is it? David Corenswet, A+, aces, amazing. How many of Luther's monologues are unhinged screeds on Twitter? It's funny you say that. Also, I'm not answering that question. Also, I'm not going to say anymore, but let's say that screeds on Twitter is a plot point in the film. And I can't say more than that. Yeah, just if you know, you know. So there's that. It's a minor plot point in the film, and it's very funny. So that's good. Well, yes, I could go into spoilers, but I don't want to go into spoilers. Anyhow, Mr. Terrific, amazing. I think actually this movie makes a very strong sales pitch that Mr. Terrific should just get his own movie. Superman, amazing. Um, there is a scene. There is a scene about halfway through the movie that I thought was possibly one of the better scenes in a Superman movie, period. And it's not an action scene at all. Um, it is just a character scene. It's actually straight. It's one of the scenes in the trailer. Um, I'll tell you what scene it is, because it's in the trailer. So there's the scene. It's the original promo pic for the movie where Superman is sitting in a chair, and he's like in an apartment, and you can see out the window of the apartment that there's like a big monster terrorizing the city in the background, and it's like evening time, and it's this bright neon colored monster in the background happening off behind him, and he's in the apartment, and in that scene he's having a conversation with Lois, and I thought that scene was really 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 good. I liked that scene immensely. um just a banger of a scene all around. So when you see the movie, just know that when you get to that scene, that's the scene I liked. um yeah. Anyhow, it's good. I'm still struggling to really come to a description of the movie, but you should go see it. It is a good movie. How is Crypto? Crypto is the best boy, and I would gladly kill you all to save him. Oh dear, he's very good. He's the bestest boy. He's he's delightful. Um, the the the, the movie is so Crypto is in the movie way more than you think Crypto is going to be in the movie. Like, there is a shockingly large amount of Crypto in this movie. He is around for basically the whole thing. um, he is sidelined for one like second act bit of the film, but otherwise he is just like he's in the whole movie. He's in the whole first act, and he's in the whole third act. Um, and so anyhow, he's the goodest boy. Um, I like Crypto very much. And there's a great scene later on as well involving Crypto. So yeah, Crypto is best boy. I have nothing bad to say about Crypto. Crypto is great. He's a very naughty dog. But he's a very good naughty dog. And that's what's important. Okay, you all are entering these quotes, but you're intentionally misspelling Crypto. This is bad for Bitcoin. Um, I don't know. Do you have questions about Superman? I enjoyed it immensely. I thought it was great. I had a great time. I would gladly go see it again. Instant day one buy on Blu-ray for me, and not begrudgingly. Loads of cameos. The way it is most similar. Okay, so here we go. The way it is most similar to All-Star Superman. I was sort of on this, and then I got distracted. The way it is most similar to All-Star Superman is that it is absolutely full to bursting with stuff, but that stuff is pretty much all serving the same basic storyline, for one. And for two, a lot of that stuff is there to make the world bigger, and to create this world that doesn't just revolve around Superman all the time. There's lots of weird and wacky and superpowered things going on off screen and elsewhere in the world, and there are other superheroes off doing their own thing, and they don't like the world is just inhabited by all these metahumans, and they all have their own things going on. And to the extent that they are like that there's stuff in the movie, they all intersect over the course, or not all of them, but the ones that are relevant to the story intersect over the course of the story. Um, but they're all doing their own thing. They just happen to sort of intersect for the purpose of this story. And yeah, it's not an origin story. It is set in the opening text crawl. They tell you that it takes place 3 years after Superman has revealed himself to the world. And so Superman's been doing his thing for several years now. And ultimately, I think I don't know where I had a brain fart. I lost what I was going to say. Oh, right. So ultimately, I think this movie kind of does what I actually wanted the Snyderverse to do. Or like when they were talking about going for a Justice League movie, it has been it has long been my opinion that one of the mistakes that DC made starting the DCEU after, like, we were already 5 years into 5 years into the Marvel universe when the DCEU started, and the big mistake I thought they made was starting over from zero, and like, we got to make a Superman movie, and then we got to make a movie that has super loyal. I mean, it derailed almost immediately because they didn't take off with Man of Steel. But like, we got to make a Superman movie, and then we got to make a Wonder Woman movie, and then we got to make a whatever movie, and then we got to make Batman versus Superman, and then we got to make an Aquaman movie, and now we can make a Justice League movie. The thing is, they sort of wanted to skip to Avengers, but they didn't, right? Like, they didn't want to skip to Avengers. They did try to lay the groundwork for a universe. I actually think what they should have done is that they should have skipped to Avengers. There was no reason, no good reason that they needed to start with Man of Steel. They did not need to introduce Superman to the world, right? They could have just done a team-up movie right off the bat. Everybody knows who Superman is. You don't need to establish all these characters in the DC universe. And so you could have, and they don't even have to call it Justice League. They could have done something like Batman versus Superman right out of the gate if they had made it a good movie. But one of the things that I think this does really well is, if you're aware in this movie, because it's in the trailers, that there's a Green Lantern and there's a Hawk Girl and there's a Mr. Terrific in the movie. And in the context of the movie, they are a sort of proto Justice League that works with Superman from time to time, but they're like their own thing. They aren't like, Superman is not part of a team in this movie. They haven't come up with a name. They're literally in the movie building the Hall of Justice, and like in the process of moving into this Hall of Justice that is in construction. And Guy Gardner is the ostensible leader at the moment, and he has decided that they are going to be called the Justice Gang. And there's a running joke about how that's a terrible name and they shouldn't call them that. but he's like that we should be the justice. We're the Justice Gang, and they are they are actually bankrolled by Maxwell Lord in the movie, um, which doesn't matter, right? Like it like that's just a throwaway line that's like they're bankrolled by Maxwell Lord, but it's just like that's their thing, and they are in the process of like spinning up a metahuman team, and they go around doing superhero team things, and they exist as secondary characters in this Superman story. And so Superman has to do a thing, and then the Justice Gang fight or group shows up because Superman is like because of things are getting complicated. Um, and that pulls them into Superman's orbit for the purpose of this story. Um, but they just like they're there. They're just they're just a team that is here elsewhere, and they show up because Superman isn't dealing with something fast enough for their liking. Um, and so it's like it just exists in this universe that's already populated with things that are already underway. Um, and the movie doesn't lose anything for it. Like you don't need the movie to tell you who Mr. Terrific and Hawk Girl and the Green Lantern are, right? Like even if you don't know their backstories, it is incredibly and immediately obvious what their things are. And for the one character that is most like C-list, which I would say is Mr. Terrific, to like a general audience, he gets a wicked action scene all to himself in the second act. And so the movie very quickly is like, hey, there's this guy named Mr. Terrific. What does he do? It's not immediately clear. And then he just disassembles an entire military base using his power set, and you're like, oh, give him a movie immediately. I want to watch more of this. Like they show you everything in the movie that you need to know to pick up on what these people are and what they're doing and what their whole gimmick is. And so like I don't know, it felt really vibrant. It felt really full of life. Even if the story itself is a little thinly developed, it's like because there's so much stuff in the movie, it's just like it just feels like they are launching into like and this is why I liken it to All-Star Superman. If you've never read a Superman comic before in your life, if you've never read a DC comic and you pick up All-Star Superman, there are parts in that book that are going to be confusing, right? Like that book has a ton of stuff happening, and it expects you to either be familiar with a bunch of stuff or become familiar with a bunch of stuff. And then but then a lot of it is like you don't actually need to know what this is to get the story. It'll tell you everything you need to know in the course of the story. But it draws on so many weird and different and like esoteric parts of the DC universe and draws them in as they are necessary to the story, and then lets them go and doesn't linger on it and doesn't over explain it, and just like it pulls stuff in and then lets it go, and then pulls stuff in and then lets it go. And that is basically the Superman movie feels like that. It feels like that is what it's doing. And then to anybody who is curious about how the movie positions itself relative to the DCEU, there are two scenes in the movie that can be taken to be directly addressing the DCEU situation. And one is the scene that you get a brief glimpse of in the trailer between Clark and Pa Kent. And that scene is about as direct a repudiation of the Pa Kent scene in Man of Steel as it is possible to get in a film. Um, the movie pretty much lays out its thesis for Superman in that scene, and it is as close to diametrically opposed in ethos to Man of Steel as you can imagine it being. Um, and then the other one is right at the very end of the movie in the post credit sequence. Um, and the post credit sequence is, I don't know. I saw TikTok analyzing it, and I was like, that actually, I don't know if it was necessarily intentional, but it definitely rings true. Um, and okay, now I should put up the spoilers because I'm going to talk about the post credit sequence. Um, eh, okay, I'm gonna go into a spoiler, but it is really a minimal spoiler, and I'm gonna try and avoid addressing the plot of the film at all. Um, so, and I'm gonna try not to spoil too much of the end credit scene either. Um, but basically the post credit sequence involves a building that over the course of the movie has been split in two and then has been put back together. That is the extent of the spoiler. So if you're still with me, the scene focuses on a building that came apart and then got put back together. And that is like, I won't say anything more about how that happened or what have you, so as to avoid spoilers. But that's the gist of it. And Mr. Terrific and Superman are looking at this crack in the building where the building has been put back together. And Superman sort of looks at it, and the crack is like, it's a big crack up the building because the building's split in two. And the crack is like offset. And Superman's staring at it, and he's like, it's not quite, it's like, it's off. And Mr. Terrific looks at him and is like, do you want me to take it apart and put it back together again? Like, I'm sorry. I did my best. And the analysis of this scene that I saw that rang true for me is that it's basically James Gunn talking to the audience, right? And being like, yeah, the previous version of the DC universe was not working. It has this giant ass crack in it now. Things are super weird, and I'm putting it back together, and it's not going to be exactly like it was. But it's back together. I put it back together. And so just go with it. um, and so that is that is as close as they get to like a second crack at addressing the DCEU. And like, I agree. I think the thing that's important to note in relation to that is like, so Peacemaker appears in the movie briefly. Still played by John Cena, right? And so there are going to be holdovers from the Snyderverse version of the EU. There are things that are going to be pulled into this version of the DC universe that are holdovers from the before times. And they're not always going to necessarily work perfectly in context, right? Like John Cena's Peacemaker met several of the Justice League who are no longer the Justice League in this movie. So it's going to be a little weird, but I like, it's good. It's good. Everybody should go see it because it's good, and I want there to be more of these. I regarded it as like, I don't know. I think this is a very strong start from a like audience appeal. Well, audience appeal is the wrong word, but from a like getting it and having a strong footing from which to launch a franchise. This feels like a strong start. I said in one of the discords I'm in that this felt like an Iron Man quality start. It is a good movie with a good likable character with a lot of really good stuff in the movie. It's enjoyable to watch, and there's lots of room to build from here. And like, it's not a perfect film. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Like, it's a good movie, but it's not perfect. It's awkward and clumsy in the ways that James Gunn movies can be. It's bursting at the seams to the point that it's exposition heavy. Like, it's not a perfect film, but it's a great start. And so I don't know. I really liked it. I wish everybody would go see it. Based on this, I would love to go see future ones. And then I also posted a TikTok to the Discord today that said, like, so James Gunn has been talking about like how they're trying to crack Batman to bring Batman into this universe. And all the way through the movie, I was like, just use Matt Reeves as Batman. Like, just juxtapose Robert Pattinson's Batman into this universe, and it would be the most perfect version of like the Justice League or the world's finest, because Robert Pattinson's Batman and his Bruce Wayne is like such a weirdo and like is like taking the film noir Batman the Great Detective style Batman and putting him in this like bright color, like this brightly colored universe with all these larger than life heroes, and just having him be this scowling little Batman gremlin would be genuinely hilarious. Like, it would be so good. Having that contrast of like the super hopeful, optimistic, brightly colored Superman and Batman just being like a nocturnal gremlin, would be so good. There's no reason, like, there's genuinely no good reason that Matt Reeves' Batman couldn't be made to fit in that universe without any alteration. It's just, you're just taking, like, it's not like the Pattinson Batman is not realistic in any meaningful way. It's just heavily stylized noir. And the new Superman movie is also incredibly stylized, and they can just mix them together. They don't have to go for something new. That said, Safety says, I want the Brave and the Bold Batman. I'm sorry you're not getting that Batman. James Gunn has already said so. They are not looking for a camp Batman. They do not want a camp, funny Batman. They want a serious Batman for this version of the universe, which, again, makes sense. They want to have a contrast between Superman and Batman. The thing that galls me is that they have already done all this work to build a serious Batman that is good. Just roll it in. Pretend like this was the plan all along. Yeah, he can have grim quips and whatnot, but he should be like a foil for Superman. Like, they should be very, like, they should mesh, but they should complement and contrast against one another. They shouldn't be really uniform. And that was one of the weaknesses of the Justice League in the Snyderverse, is that Batman and Superman were both super grim and miserable. And so there was no contrast like that. The sunny personalities on the Justice League and the Snyderverse were like Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Um, so anyhow, it's just I would love to see that. I also would love to see them just make Grant Gustin the Flash. Specifically, I think they should not make him the CW Flash. I do think that they should like distance themselves from the CWE melodrama. But just just bring him in. Just let's do it. Tom Cavanagh can come too if need be. um, Grant Gustin is Reverse Flash. He's already done that. Not specifically as Reverse Flash, but he was Savitar. He's already played Evil Flash. Um, Oh, Samwalk says textually, Batman in Justice League has had a renewal of faith and is optimistic and opening up to the world. Which again, that is not an unsolvable issue with the existing Batman that they have already started making movies about. We got Batman in the first year of his career, soon to be Batman in the second year of his career, and we've got Superman in the third year of his career. We're good. Everything's coming up Millhouse. The stars are aligning. Hi, Maple. Did you bring me your ball? Did you want to show your ball to the chat? Look at this good ball. Do you want it? She's watching the ball, but she's watching it from a place where you can't see her. There we go. I don't know what she wanted me to do with that. She's been like that. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. She's been like that all day with the ball, where she'll like push the ball over to me with her nose, and then I'll give it back to her, and she'll be like, why did you give it back to me? Hey, Meg, what did you think of Superman? Meg says, it was great. Super fun. I liked it. Meg says it was basically a 2 hour and 10-minute advertisement for getting a dog. Did the movie have any interesting rocks? Not that Meg remembers. Not even kryptonite. There was kryptonite in the movie. Was the rock cool? No. I don't want to say more that the chat can hear because that could be a spoiler. But was the kryptonite cool? Meg says yes, the kryptonite was cool. The Rock is not in it, but The Rock was in a trailer that played beforehand. Was the trailer? I mean, it looks like it's going to be a good movie. Any decent trailers? I mean, there was the Fantastic Four trailer, and I'm still looking forward to that. I don't actually remember what other trailers there were. Anyhow, you should all go see Superman. That's that's where we're at. We should all go see Superman. Certified good movie. Okay, so first off, the Maricat says, I believe the question was posed prior. Who would win in a fight, the Black Adam movie Justice League or Superman's Justice League? Excuse me, you are asking who would win in a fight, the Justice Society or the Justice Gang? Neither of those is the Justice League. Thank you very much. And it's a hard question to answer. Honestly, my guess is probably the team with Mr. Terrific and the Green Lantern on it. That seems like a pair of heavier hitters. Also, Hawkgirl is on both teams, and that's going to make things a little challenging to figure out. Um, and then the guy with the gold hat, whose name I can't remember, the wizard dude, played by Pierce Brosnan. Dr. Fate. Thank you. You thought Hot Girl's powers consisted of fly and bonk. They also include scream. Fly and bonk and scream were her powers in the movie. Anyhow, my money is on the Justice Gang in that fight, but Dr. Fate is a wild card. Um, yeah, that's my answer. All right, I have a question, which I simply don't remember the answer to, but Sam probably does, or will look it up for me. At the end of The Suicide Squad, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, is Rick Flag still alive? Or does he die in that movie? Somebody in chat will know. He died. Okay. I'm waiting for corroboration here. Okay. Rick Flag dies. Okay. Because yeah, Rick Flag Sr. is in Superman. And presumably also in Creature Commandos. But Rick Flag Sr. is in Superman. Played by Frank Grillo. Rick Flag is indeed the one played by RoboCop, yes, but not the good RoboCop. The other RoboCop. Sorry, the other RoboCop. The third other RoboCop. The RoboCop from the 2014 reboot, not the RoboCop from RoboCop 3, and not the RoboCop from RoboCop Prime Directives. And also not the one who shot that guy in the dick. RoboCop Prime Directives is the TV show. One of the TV shows. Okay. We're looking at RoboCop franchise. Sequels and adaptations. RoboCop franchise. So, RoboCop. We got RoboCop 1987 by Paul Verhoeven. You got RoboCop 2 1990 by Irvin Kershner. You got RoboCop 3 1993 by Fred Decker. RoboCops 2 and 3, both story by Frank Miller, which explains some things. Then we have the remake in 2014. Then there's RoboCop, the TV show from 1988 to 1988. You've got RoboCop, an additional different RoboCop TV show in 1994. On CTV had a RoboCop TV show. Then we have RoboCop Alpha Commando. And then we have RoboCop Prime Directives. RoboCop Prime Directives is the miniseries. Okay, now I'm looking at it. RoboCop 1988 animated TV series. Then RoboCop 1994 live action TV series. Then RoboCop Alpha Commando is apparently an animated TV series. Yeah, RoboCop is animation. And then Prime Directives is the 4-episode miniseries. There you go. So there were, in fact, many RoboCop. Oh, and apparently RoboCop Prime Directives takes place in a separate continuity. Oh, okay. Fascinating. The franchises are weird. So, you got the original continuity, which has RoboCop, RoboCop 2, then RoboCop Rogue City, the video game, and then RoboCop 3. So that is continuity number 1. Continuity number 2 is RoboCop, the original movie, and then RoboCop, the 1994 live-action TV series. Then there's the RoboCop Alpha Commando continuity, which is only itself. It is not continuous with the original movie. Then there's the Prime Directives continuity, which takes the original film and Prime Directives and nothing else. And then there's the reboot continuity. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 RoboCop continuities. And RoboCop has been played by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. No, 8 people because Peter Weller came back a third time. So there have been 8 RoboCop. So ultimately, the answer to the question is that yes, Rick Flag Jr. was played by RoboCop, but not the original RoboCop. The other RoboCop. I hope you've enjoyed this diversion with me. Dear me. Yeah, so it's time for the clip review. Uh-oh, we have questions. So, Izandai, please ask your question. What question? How many of these installments are rated PG-13 or lower? Not specified. I'd have to go into each one individually. I'm looking. Okay. RoboCop 1 is definitely R-rated. RoboCop 2. MPAA. RoboCop 2 is rated R. RoboCop 3 is PG-13. RoboCop TV show rating. Okay. RoboCop TV show is TV-14 or PG in Canada. RoboCop cartoon doesn't specify a rating for the kids show or for the cartoon, which may be because it was before ratings were a thing. I'm confident the reboot was PG-13, so probably only the first two films are rated R, if I had to guess. Uh-oh. What is Zafty posting? Sandai says, the 1980s looking at an R-rated movie, you could make children's media out of this. I remember the Aliens action figures at Toys R Us. And looking at them, and like, at the time, too young to have seen the movie, just thinking that the aliens and Ripley and Bishop were cool. Oh yeah, the Toxic Avenger cartoon. Forgot about that. The Toxic Avenger. Okay. Now I'm asking you a question. What are our thoughts on the forthcoming Toxic Avenger movie with Peter Dinklage? Because I saw the Red Band trailer for it. And it's from the people who made the Terrifier movies. And I don't know. I was sort of half and half. It looks ridiculous, and it looks like it's either going to be ridiculous in a good way or in a stomach-turning way, and I'm not sure which way it's going to go. Anyhow, let's move on to our clip review. What do you say? Let's do the clip review. I agree, chat. Let's do the clip review. All right. Here we go. Here we are in the clip review. Everybody go load up the clips poll. It is linked in chat, and we'll get this party started. So, is it this one? I think. There we go. All right. Our first clip this evening is titled "An Affront to God." That didn't work, did it? That's because I did it wrong. Our first clip this evening is titled "An Affront to God." Zafty called this an affront to God, but I did it. With 1 minute to spare. Our second clip is titled, "And Now for the Traditions." Next, Garcon, can I have a drum roll, please? Ooh, balls! That can fully exploded all over me and all over my desk and all over everything. Help! Bright Bloom Seed goes for a joyride. No! But the Lionel can still see you. Where did he go? Whoa! Where did he go? That was so rude. Everyone remember where we parked? Or when it's very clear what I'm doing. Like reminding me which what's it called is the right one to go to is not verboten. Where did my little ship go? Oh no. I lost it. It's gone forever. Family time. Just a makeout session on the floor over here. I do. There's just a dog that lives in our house. good babby with bonus blep. And what a good baby she is. Is that nice? Is that a nice scritchy? Good vibes?
We could get a new toy. Why? Why would you do that? What is the purpose of this? Are you physically assaulting me on a camera? Why? Why is he like this?
This is my paint stirrer.
I know what it is. Why are you hitting me with it?
I'm not hitting. I'm just a little on fire. It's fine. Oh, what a wild, what a wild emote. Uh-oh, I'm on fire. That's no good. Oh, I'm still on fire. That's still no good. Oh, no, I'm not on fire. All right, good. In the end, the machine rebelled against the Hylian. Yeah. No! Jesus Christ. Lady Mix's shame revealed. Do you all know who that is? It sure is. That right there is fake fan Ms. Lady Mix, who is playing Switch instead of watching me play Switch. Last second realization. Oh God! My brain didn't recognize what those were until it was too late to do anything about it. Maple is the real super dog. Are you so good? Are you being very good for Meg? Can you sit? Sit. She's so funny when she just comes into my office and stares at me. Here, can you come over here? Here, come over here. Sit. Good, sit. It's just a crumb. I just got you a crumb. Yeah, what a good puppy. Good girl. Yeah, look at this good puppy. Scritchy? Chin scritch? Oh, she does. You are doing the dumpiest sit right now. Look at how her hind legs are relative to the rest of her body. She's doing such a dumpy sit. Matt didn't use the shame button, but he could have. Right there. The abject disloyalty. Simp, that was not the same clip. It was a second instance of the same thing happening. Matt tells chat to get in the sea. Unfortunately, I cannot specifically see the ocean from where I am currently seated. I can see where the ocean is, but I can't see the ocean itself. Pardon me? Not from where my desk is. I can see where the Burrard Inlet exists, but I can't actually see the water of the Burrard Inlet. I can imagine it, yes. I know that it's there. I like that chat is telling me stop streaming and go away. Oh, okay. Thanks, chat. Meg took the fidget toy in the divorce. Chat is being like, I thought you bought a thing specifically for this purpose. I did, and then Meg hated the sound, and so I'm not allowed to use it.
That's not true.
That is exactly what happened.
You could use it. I would just leave. No,
Ready, fire, aim. Right. Synchronicity 132. Pardon me. The Jokes 625. Did you know that when people walk into manufacturing plants, they often remark on the smell, the terrible smell? It's a common olfactory reaction. $6.26. Ah, dear. What's a chicken's favorite vegetable? Bok, bok, bok choy. 627. I've just invented a game that I call Silent Tennis. It's like regular tennis, but without the racket. $6.28. Oh God, trying to look for jokes around Independence Day. The other day, I had to listen to my friend whine about wrecking his Swedish car. I just hate sob stories. $6.29. Why couldn't the Italian chef get into his kitchen? He had gnocchi. It was closed by the CDC. I really shouldn't have let that rat cook. This is not how you should treat your mods, FYI. I said that just to hurt Zafty. Sorry, not Zafty, just to hurt a Zandai. As usual, impossible to tell apart. You know what I mean. And finally, our last clip of the evening, vehicular manslaughter. I did. There was. All right, and that, I believe, is our clip review. Hooray! Let's go back to the main scene, do our traditions, and then we can move on to playing a video game. What say you? Everybody go get your votes in. Here is my phone. Here is my phone cable. Everyone, please brace your ear holes. I forgot something important. Everybody, please unbrace your ear holes. Okay, let's try that again. We're going back to our main scene. Everybody, here is my phone. Here is my phone cable. Please brace your ear holes. Good, I'm glad we got that straightened out. All right, Garcon, can I have a drum roll, please? This evening we have a Four Winds Huft Gold Pilsner. The good stuff. Okay. Let's go see what the clip results are. Whomst shall be your leader this week? We shall find out now. There was not indeed a tie this week. Congratulations to our once and former ruler, Symphony Solstice. And I have some heads to chop, I think. Community, roles manager. Log in for me, get out of here. You were a lousy leader anyhow. Symph, you're already a VIP. But we look forward to your long and terrible reign once again. And off to the Discord. This is Symph's 19th rule? Dang. Congratulations once again on your ascendancy back to the throne. You have been made monarch of both the chat and the Discord. Congratulations. Okay. That's it for the stuff. Let's play a video game. It's that time of night. And by that time of night, I mean it's much past that time of night. So let's play a video game. Also, I probably have to press the monitor switch. I do. Right, and I need to get the depths, treasures, TOTK, old map, and treasure locations. And where were we? And am I on the right scene? I am not. There we go. Oh, that was neat. It did the... It looked like it did the sideways transition there. Okay. Trousers the Sky, Twilight, Time, and Wind. What am I looking at? Trousers of the Sky. Sky, we have those. Cap of the Sky. Cap of the Sky, we got it. All right, we are on to this one. Oh, we got that one already. What am I saying? There it is right there. That was the stupid Lionel fight. So our next one is the Sword of the Hero. Which I believe I actually marked. I'm so smart. Look at me go. The Sword. Right, and I have, like, no shields left. Because of how beaten up I got by all the Lionels. That is so rude. I'm going up here where they can't get me. Oh, right, I'm still using my stupid Lionel bow. There we go. Sword of the Hero. What's next? Sword of the Hero. We got it. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Keep that webpage scrolling. Tunic of the Wild. Tunic of the Wild. Okay, we're looking for a body of water that looks like that. Or, more accurately, what we're doing. Hebra, Gerudo, Tabantha Frontier. Gerudo Dark. I genuinely have no idea where this is. I'm tremendously confused right now. Haha! If Myrea is feeling discouraged, please don't. Continue clipping. Your clips are very good. I'm sorry you haven't won recently. Please do not take it as a personal slight. I voted for one of your clips. Jibcat, you should keep clipping. My recommendation to you, Jibcat, would be to clip things that 20 other people haven't also clipped. That's my advice when it comes to trying to win the clip review. And if you do clip something 20 other people have clipped, you gotta clip it, like, be a real good clip. Like, you have to have the best version of it. Damn it. Oh no! Phantom Cannon. Okay. Maybe after we open this chest, I'll go and cook. Because there's a non-zero chance that if this one had some handsy boys, the next one will have some handsy boys too. And I just used the last of my bombs, so... Oh, there it is. Okay. Aha! Tunic of the Wild. Welcome to Lookout Landing. Let's do some cooking. Will you just give me a refill of hearts? Probably not. Until morning. Let's just have a nap.
When the glow of the blood-stained moon shines upon
Blood
the land,
moon?
the aimless spirits of slain monsters return to flesh. The world is threatened once again.
Oh, yeah. Chapstick. Nectar of the gods. Okay, what else? Do I have anything else with the hardy keyword on it? Yes, I was cooking truffles, so I'm aware that the truffles have the hardy keyword on it. I said, do I have anything else being the keyword there with the hardy keyword on it? Like hardy radishes. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize those were stamina. Oops. What does this get me? Oh. Well, now we know. Rock Pusher, thank you for the resub. Now for 90 months. 90 months. Good grief. I'm dying here, chat. surely that's enough food for now. That'll keep me going for a while. Okay, back into the depths. Where are we headed next? We are headed for not the Tunic of the Wild, but we are looking for the Trousers of the Wild, which are way up north here on the left side of this. Right here. All right, let's go do it. I am indeed still jamming Tears of the Kingdom because this game is interminable. It's fun and I'm enjoying it, but good God. We are, for the record, not altogether too far from the end of the game. Oh, I knew that was going to be the case. Okay. How do I murder these things if I don't have bombs? Not today, Satan. Okay, maybe today, Satan. Let me out! God damn it! Ah! All right, Trousers of the Wild. Ow! God, what? All right, then. Trousers of the Wild. Finally, Cap of the Wild. Which is also way up north. Right here. Okay, we're gonna get our happy hearts back. Hey, the dubious food didn't kill me. Huzzah! Imagine. I just love the idea of, like, you throw 5 jars of oil into a pan as if you're going to deep fry something, but then instead of deep frying anything, you just boil the oil and then drink it all in one go. That is a delicious and nutritious meal. Cap of the Wild. Hooray! Okay, that means we now have all of the treasures from the treasure maps in the underworld. Go me. Where's Terrytown? Terrytown. I want to go here. Yeah, that was the last one. Cap of the Wild was the last one. Oh, the boomerang also goes in this. Oh, it does. That's right. Okay, good. Much better. Okay, so next. Okay. All right, now we gotta work our way through the. Okay, so I can't do that one yet. All right, so we have the archaic tunic and the archaic legwear. Good stuff. So that's one set down. The Armor of Awakening set. Tunic of Awakening. Do I have the Tunic of Awakening? I do not. Do I have the Trousers of Awakening? No. The Trousers of Awakening look basically identical to the Trousers of the Wind. Cool. Okay. I think I need to find Misako. Or Misko.
What mic you want, my dude? How many levels of microphone are you on?
I am on mic 5.
Okay, well, I am... This is the scene I wanted to be on. So... The first thing is the Misko's Treasure side activities. The Legend of Bandit Misko and Their Treasures covers multiple quests, some of which you may have to stumble upon by luck. But the good news is you don't need the clues to discover them. Great. And as provided you know where the treasure is, you can simply go get them. Cool. So this is how to discover the locations. So I do not actually need to find the quests. I can just go to the locations. All Misko's treasure locations. There we go.
Language.
Okay, now I just need to find a guide that I can follow along with. So, armor sets and locations. Can I just scroll this? Oh, thank God. Okay. Archaic Sonnet set I've got. Snowquill set. I've got the Snowquill set, right? Great. Archaic tunic and archaic legwear. Got those. Hylian set. How do I get the Hylian set? The Hylian set can be purchased. Okay. We're going back to Lookout Landing. Oh, sorry. Izandai is trying to get my attention this whole time. Very good. Hi, Izandai! Oh, there was a joke request. Okay. Let's see. What do you call a sleepwalking nun? Roman Catholic.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah.
All right. Izandai, what did you want my attention for? Okay, we got the Hylian armor set. We have the glider set already. Sandai says, so I can tell you how to find the Misco treasures, but quicker than searching for a guide, but you already did that. Okay, well, I'll still take your tip. Snowquill set I've got. Flamebreaker set I've got. Okay, I have the Zora armor, but not the Zora helm or Zora greaves. So that's next. All right. So Sandai says, well, the important thing to note is there's a side quest chain associated with the Misco treasures. So if you want full quest completion before ending the game, you might as well start there. Right. Which I'm not tremendously concerned with, but if you want to point me in the direction of the side quest chain, I'm game. Foothill Stable. All right. Where is Foothill Stable? Death Mountain. Foothill Stable. All right, there we go. Drop down to the north of the shrine. Really? Have at it, buddy. There we go. Good boy. I really thought we'd found it, too. Who knows how long it would take to open all of those one by one? My arms are tired just thinking about it. And every single chest we open, we find the same thing. A green rupee. It's like they're messing with us. What's the matter? Shh. Prison, hush up. Hey, buddy. Don't you have anything better to do than eavesdrop on us? What's your deal? Wait, don't tell me you came to this cave to find Misko's treasure too? But Prison, don't just say that. Shush. I mentioned Misko's treasure, didn't I? Sorry, Dak. Whatever. No sense in trying to hide it now. Misko's the name of an infamous bandit who caused problems all over Hyrule back in the day, but Misko's legend expands beyond mere banditry. You see, Misko is equally famous for fashion. The stories say that they spent a lifetime collecting clothes that are now hidden across Hyrule. We suspect that Misko's wardrobe might be in the caves that were exposed during the upheaval. That's why we're here. And we got here first, so if you're thinking of swooping in and snatching those duds, think again. There's no way he'll be able to find Misko's treasure in that sea of chests. There's nothing to worry about, Dak. You got a point. Yeah, okay, listen up. You've got our permission to go into that cave. If seasoned treasure hunters like us couldn't find it, you're not about to fare any better, they say to a guy like wearing multiple legendary pieces of equipment. Not unless you've got a nose like a dog's and can sniff out the treasure. No, that's it, Dak. Let's give a dog some food or something to get it to like us, and then it'll lead us to the treasure. Oh, I was being sarcastic, Brisson. Sorry, Dak. How much do I have to spoil this dog? My dude, come and eat the raw meat. Happy puppy. Look at that, I even replenished some bird thighs along the way. Don't worry, I'm still here. What are you looking at, friendo? Oh. It was indeed a buried chest. Look at that. Ember trousers. Hot weather attack. Used in ancient ritual, this item is made of heat-absorbing cloth that produces flame in high-temperature environments.
Huh?
Oh, hey, what'd you do? Oh, no way! There are like a million chests in here. How did you do that? Okay, yeah, we tailed you, I admit it, but we never thought you'd actually find it. We've been hunting treasure long enough to know the rules. Finders keepers. We're not going to try and take it from you. Yeah, no matter how cool it is. So jealous. Any treasure left in there? You know what? I'm going to look for myself. Out of the way. Treasure, you in there? Aha! Oh, darn, it's just a regular old bottle.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think we'll find anything else around here. Come on, person. Let's go find ourselves another cave. You got it, Dak. To you who have found my treasure, these ember trousers are but one piece of my grand collection. I have hidden an assortment of equipment across Hyrule, notable pieces obtained in strange lands near and far. You've done well to find this one, and I will reward you with a hint to another, the Fierce Deity Sword. Don the form of the Fierce Deity and return to this place. There are 3 keys you will need. 1. Beneath the bedchamber of Akala's red-crowned citadel. 1. In the skull's left eye. 1. In an old stump in Hyrule Field. Good luck. Okay, so we need the Fierce Deity's outfit. I have the Fierce Deity mask already, so now we need the locations for the Fierce Deity's outfit. Fierce Deity armor set. Okay, so first up, there's one there, and then over here. Cephla Lake Cave. This is literally the cave I'm in, isn't it? Oh, that's the reward. Okay. Akala Citadel Ruins Summit Cave is up here. And then I already have the hat from the Skull Lake Cave. Okay, cool. Let's motor. I think I've narrowed down where those old manuscripts could be referring to. Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Oh.
Oh, way to go, Dak. You're a genius. Huh? Sorry, what? Oh, come on. We can't have one brotherly conversation without you listening in. Yeah, we're not going to tell you one word about the Bandit Misko's old manuscripts. Prison, why would you say that? I did it again, didn't I? Sorry, Dak. It's fine. The treasure's as good as ours, and this guy'd never work out these riddles, even if we told him. Hey, buddy, want me to tell you what the manuscript said? Sure. Thing is, I'm not about to give that info up for free. It'll run you 100 rupees. Pleasure doing business with you. Trust me, that was a steal. If you find the treasure, it'll be worth way more than a measly 100 rupees. There are 3 manuscripts. Which one do you want to hear? What? All right, then. I discovered the green clothes of a man who admired fairies and have hidden them away. Solved my riddle to find them anew. In West Necluda stand twins poised to duel. Each contains a cavern that faces the other. Show the little twin's sign to the big twin to open the door to my treasure.
Oh.
That's what it says. I bet your head's really spinning after all that. An amateur like you probably has no idea where to even begin. Good thing we've already puzzled everything out, right, Dak? I mean, you're welcome to try putting your little rookie brain to the test, but we got those treasures in the bag.
Ah.
What is it? You want me to tell you what another manuscript said, or do you want me to refresh your memory on one you already heard? Tell me a new one. You know the deal. 100 rupees per manuscript. Cough 'em up.
Ah.
Always a pleasure. There are 2 left. Which one's next?
Oh.
Sure thing. Listen close.
Ah.
Sorry. I discovered the green clothes of a man who admired fairies and have hidden them away. Solved my riddle to find them anew. A forgotten pirate cavern lurks at the foot of Cape Kales, overlooking the Necluda Sea. The short, shrill song of wind through lips will open the way to my treasure. That's it. Did you already solve the riddle from the first old manuscript? You only get one at a time. That's the rule. We've already solved both of these other ones, haven't we, Dak? Oh, I only get one at a time. Naturally, there's no riddle that can't be solved once it falls into my hands. The one I gave you was pretty easy, though. If you think long and hard about it, you might be able to figure it out. Oh, apparently it is not the case that I only get one at a time. Okay. Okay, we're going over here. How do you like them apples? Oh god, there's bees. Oh god, they're coming right for me. Not the bees. I'm running to the wrong one. Ah, there's a flock of bats and me without a bomb. I suppose it would help if I hit them. All right, into the stump we go. Whee! Holy crap. Hello there, fishes. Pardon me. Okay, what did the quest actually say about this? Fierce deity. Okay, so apparently there's something I've got to figure out to do with this cave. That looks promising. At this point, I don't really need more bubble gems. There we go. Oh, look at all those arrows. And a shield. Hooray! Okay, now, where could this chest be? It does look like it's still up. Again, very promising. Fierce deity boots. Oh. No, Sam, you can't deny us. You gotta show us the model that brought forth that comment. We crave cursed knowledge. Okay, somewhere in here. A Royal Guard spear. That was not the chest I was looking for. I'm supposed to be looking for a cave. A cave here somewhere. And I got need to. There we go. It is in the fit at the fort at the top? I'm looking for a small room in the fort that has a hole in the floor. Oh. Haha! Fierce deity armor! Bomb. Bubble Frog. Okay. Back to the twins. We're at Foothill Stable, which is that one. Ha-ha! All right. Oh, wait, there was a bottle there. You have done well to solve my riddles and reach this place. The fierce deity sword is yours to take. You've earned it. Wait, I don't want to go there. I want to go down here. Oh, but I need to put another expansion on my house that allows me to display swords. Hey, good morning. Do you have a construction request? Okay, I need a sword display place. I need more rooms. I would like a square room. And a weapon stand room. Okay, all done.
Ah.
I'm done.
Mm. Ah. Ah.
How do I feel about figures with cleavage that put Scarlet from FF7 Rebirth to shame? I am not, like, a particular connoisseur of horny anime figures, despite all evidence to the contrary. I've seen worse. Okay, the twins manuscript. In West Necluda stand twins poised to duel. Okay, so we've done this one. Now we're looking at the locations for the Tinkle set. Dak, the guy's back. What is it? You want me to tell you another manuscript said? Or do you want me to refresh your memory on one you've already heard? Tell me a new one. You know the deal. It's 100 rupees per manuscript. Cough 'em up. Always a pleasure. This is the last one. Okay, listen up and focus. I discovered the green clothes of a man who admired fairies and have hidden them away. Solved my riddle to find them anew. Statues of the 8 heroines reside in the desert. Enter the valley carved into Hamar's descent, and shine the light of day upon the towering 8th. The path to the treasure will open before you. The end. Not gonna lie, this one's a real doozy of a riddle. It's hard to solve from the manuscript alone, but I'll tell you the answer if you want. Prison, no. It was a joke, Dak. Okay, first things first. East Necluda. East. East Necluda. East Necluda, born and raised. On the playground is where I spent most of my days. Bam a talk. Bam! Bam, bam! Preferably, I would like to not get bodied by that thing. To the skies! East is this direction. East is this direction. See, you're all talking about the USAGS pre-order site page, and now I have to know. Pre-order. And now I'm just scrolling to see if I can find something that makes my jaw drop. I don't know, I've scrolled pretty far, and I'm not, Okay, well, that one's pretty saucy. But we're not in, like, great googly-moogly territory. I don't see it. I don't know which one Sam's talking about. Aha! I mean, yes, I am trying to bait you into posting it, but also, I didn't see anything that was, so far offside that it made me blush. Uh-oh. The chest isn't here. I don't know, the thing is, we've looked at Formidable on stream before. So, Formidable is not... As previously discussed, the Azure Lane characters, those aren't horny anime girls. They are. Oh, you're right. I looked at the. I had an AI bot read the description. But those aren't horny anime girls. Those are battleship models. Those are totally normal things for people to play with. There's a difference. Oh, that looks promising as a way to get on. Hi, puppy. Are you still playing with your ball? Get it. Here. On it? Oh, look how much fun I'm having. Look at how much fun I'm having. She is sitting just off camera. Come on, go get it. Maple has brought the ball in and seemingly has no interest in playing with it. Oh, yeah. Arrows. What the hell was that? Tingle tights! We got some tingle tights. Ow! And so many arrows. All right, that's one. Okay. We are looking for the Dueling Peaks, which are right here. We want the north side. How's World of Mario Kart treating me? I don't know. I'm not really playing it very much. I haven't played it since the last time we talked about it. It's fine. It's a Mario Kart game. But I'm not a teenager anymore, and consequently, I need more to sustain me than a Mario Kart game for long periods of time. But it's good. I have lost track of the mountains that I'm gliding towards. There they are. What is the name of the not Kshatriya I ordered? I don't remember. It's not the Axis Model Works one, though, and I'm kind of mad about it. And I have been considering emailing USHES and being like, could you change my pre-order to the Axis Model Works one? Yeah, the 12 Models Reverse War, that's the one. Where? How did I miss this? It's partway up. On the face of the North Mountain in between the two peaks. Zandai, have you got any sense of where this cave that I'm looking for is? Oh, that was indeed a terrible idea. Ah! Sorry, the Mothman that you just showed off, the frequently bought together is kind of hilarious. Because I have the Shin Megami Tensei Plamax Minimum Factory MF92 Mothman / Decarabia model kit, and then frequently bought together with The HG build drivers Wing Gundam Sky Zero. Damn it, Sandai! All right. Good night, Pleonastic Tautology. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, now I'm waiting for Zandai to, like, actually be helpful. Okay, so it is over from where I'm standing. Yeah, I know you just shared a photo of the map. Unfortunately, the map that you showed the photo of is not more detailed than the one that I'm looking at currently. There it is. They really are using the Donkey Kong sound library for those things. Okay. Anyone got a rock? Okay, we got a painting on the ceiling. What does that mean? Upon entering the cave, you will face a few Horriblin before continuing to the second chamber. Make note of the triangle shape etched here on the ceiling, particularly the position of the filled circles. Okay, in what arrangement? Drop a teleport pad. Okay, so according to the guide, this next one is higher up. Tip, 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 tip. Almost there. Oh, Jesus. Maple has gone flat on the floor. You can probably see her head now. She's just lying there staring at her ball. No! God damn it! Sorry, Maple. I didn't mean to scare you. I fell off the cliff. I got to the top and then I fell off the cliff. Oh, I'm so much further down now. There we go. She's back to lying on the floor staring at her ball. She's giving me a little bit of side eye when I make noise, but she's staring at her ball again. She loves that ball. Oh, this one. Oh, so much for all of my stamina items. The logical conclusion about this camera angle is that I need a smaller desk. You know, that's probably right. Come on. High quality shield. Chipcat, the desk is along a wall. Okay, so what is the secret of this cave? Looks an awful lot like the thing is pointing us up, so let's go up. Okay, and then I saved a photo of this. So we got, along the bottom, we want 2 and 4. And then we want 2 and 1. No, go away. There we go, Tinkle shirt. Also, was there a reason you told me to leave the teleport pad? Because I didn't need a teleport pad. Okay, and then before we call it quits for the night, we're just gonna get to the location where Tinkle's hood is. Just the location. which is going to be here-ish somewhere. We're going to this. We're going to this shrine. Alrighty. That's it. It is 10 o'clock, so we're calling it a night. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It is a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I'll be back, same Matt time, same Matt channel here on twitch.tv/Wiggins on Tuesday, playing more Tears of the Kingdom. So I do hope you will tune in then. In the meantime, you can, as always, follow me on Blue Sky and YouTube and TikTok, and I have a Ko-fi you can subscribe to, and if you're subscribed on Ko-fi or here on Twitch, you can join my Discord by making sure your Twitch account and your Discord account or your Ko-fi account and your Discord account are linked in Discord's backend, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So please join the Discord. Okay, let's fire off a raid. Everybody hop aboard this raid train. I will see you back here on Tuesday. Until then, so long, have a good night, and goodbye.